Hey guys, what's going on? This is Brad from the Ed Army, and today I'm going to talk to you really quick, and I mean really quick, about the BT8's dual golden armor Digimon and why you should pick these up sooner than later, because these cards are fantastic. Now, before I get into it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, also follow the Ed Army. We're on Instagram, and yeah, join up. So, let's get into this fast. So, basically, the reason why I wanted to bring these up to you is that these cards are amazing. Now, besides the fact that they are the golden armor variants of their obviously their counterparts in their different decks, I want to bring up each of them because they basically both have different reasons for being picked up, but reasons enough that are going to be important. Now, for Golden Rapidmon, this is actually going to be for the upcoming EX4 set, and the reason you need to pick this up is that it will, and I think it should, definitely see play in the Alliance variant if you intend to play the Alliance version of the Gargomon and or the Wendigomon, basically the Terriermon deck that's going to focus on Alliance with the Trubimons. This is definitely a card I would say you might want to think about having, as essentially this card functions as a champ. Well, it is a champion, but it also functions as an amazing bridge because it is a dual colored card. So it will see some usage in the deck because it does focus on dual colors, which is I think green and purple, but this is also going to be a yellow green dual color. So this is actually something you might want to see. Its effect is really unique as it's allowed you to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and for each team you have in play, you go up to 3 of your opponent's Digimon minus 5,000 DP. And for the upcoming set, this might become somewhat usable as it can help you board clear if your board's getting a little bit too of the opponent's board's getting too wide, and allows you to basically deal with threats. Also, it's a very sticky body. You can rest it for Alliance, give the 6,000 DP to one of your other Digimon that's going to have the Alliance skill, and then basically this card is a free, I would say it's almost like a free shield, because it says Armor Purge. Once it leaves the field, you're still going to be able to keep the Digimon underneath, which is almost always going to be Terriermon. There are Lopmons in the deck, but you're probably not going to have to Digivolve on top of it unless you absolutely have to. But nonetheless, this card is amazing. Now, let's move into Magnamon. Magnamon's actually being picked, I would say, to pick up Magnamon for a different reason, and that's actually going to be for when BT13 finally comes in versus the Royal Knights. We are going to see the Royal Knight strategy come out, and it's going to come out hard. So basically, this strategy is very going to be used about play costing Digimon, and one of its biggest weaknesses is that it doesn't really have as many cheap options to hard play with small costs. So usually, besides the Magnamon that's going to be printed in the set, the only other Royal Knight Digimon you have access to with small play costs are some of the 10 cost ones, and come on, let's keep it real, you don't want to give your opponent 10 memory. So the reason that this one's going to be here is that this gives you an additional Royal Knight target that's going to be 7 cost, and it's basically going to function the same way that the other Royal Knight Magnamon does in the deck, which is just going to be the blocker. Now, the other one's a little bit better for just the Royal Knight strategy because it's going to allow you to draw a card when it leaves the battle area, but this card by itself is going to be fantastic. And another reason to pick it up is since that there is going to be a secondary Magnamon, that Magnamon is also usable in the armor strategy, essentially allowing you to have another Magnamon. And basically, who wouldn't want another Magnamon? That also lets you bridge into Magnamon X, for those of you guys who are wondering. So basically, picking up this one because it is the older one, and this one is an SR where the new one's going to be a rare, does let you guys at least know, from my end, I think you should pick this up sooner than later, because if you don't get the chance and this becomes more of a tech in the Royal Knight strategy, and people play a bunch of these combined with the other Magnamon, you don't want to get caught with your pants down if you want to play a strategy, and essentially you want to play Armor Purge, but don't want to spend so much money on Magnamons, and you really rather have this one for the Armor Purge strategy. Yeah, pretty much you're going to really want to pick that up. And ultimately, yeah, that's all I've got to say today, guys. I know that was a lot and it's real quick, but I don't think I needed to devote too much of a big video for these. I'm going to actually having a lore video for these coming up soon, talking about why the golden armors are actually the perfect form of the armor, digi-armor strategies and the digi-mentals. But yeah, before that, pretty much I just want to tell you guys, thanks for viewing my videos, subscribe, like, also remember, follow the Ed Army. You know, we need people. But ultimately, I just appreciate it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was a little bit of help. And yeah, have a good day. And as always, I'm signing off for all of you out there to sign on.